you develop your self-awareness abilities and face situations that factored into your career? And then just like maybe for 30 seconds or so to have everybody who's been a professional athlete talk about that and how you use self-awareness to propel yourself in your career.
Okay, so I'm talking about self-awareness and
you can talk about it.
Cool. I think self-awareness is critical, especially at the age that you guys are at right now. Something I really pride myself on is having self-awareness at such a young age. Ever since I was a little kid, I always knew that I was an athlete and that I was an entrepreneur. Since I was in 5th grade, I used to cut grass all in the neighborhood, put ads up on Craigslist, have my older brother drive me all around town to cut grass and do things like that. When I went to middle school, they actually cut sports from Winslow Township school systems for the middle school. And back then, I wanted to go to the NBA. I wanted to go to Duke University, be the next LeBron James, but they cut sports. So I told my dad I need to be able to get my shots up and play basketball. So every morning at 4:30 in the morning, he would take me to LA Fitness. He said, I'll never wake you up. If you can wake up on your own, I'll take you every single morning. So it didn't matter if it was snowing, raining, didn't matter. I made sure I got my shots in. And like before, all the older guys came in to get their morning run before they went to work so I could catch the bus by 6 a.m. And like congruently, while I was in middle school, my mom had a Sam's Club card, and she used to go and buy me a box of Skittles for $13. And while I was in middle school, I used to come to school every day with 2 backpacks. One was filled with Skittles, because I used to sell the Skittles at $1 a bag, make $36 each bag of Skittles. Each box of Skittles, sold it for $13. The spread was $23 a box, and that's what I did. And then after going to high school, back to the athlete self-aware, entrepreneur self-aware. When I was an athlete, I went to boarding school for high school. I went to a school called the Petty School, not too far from here. And we used to wake up at, same thing, about 4:45, so we could go catch a ride over to the Hun School, because there was these 2 former NFL players that were training a bunch of high school guys there. So I made sure I was there every single morning. I'd set the alarms off in the dorms every single morning because of it. And kind of as I transitioned, went from high school to college, back to being an entrepreneur, my little brother had cracked his iPhone for the 10th time. My dad was like, I'm not fixing it. I was like, let me check it out. Went on YouTube and went on Amazon and bought a new screen for $20. And it took me about 6 hours, but I put his phone back together. When I pressed the lock button at the end of it, it worked. And I was like, whoa. And I was like, ding, light went off in my head. I took out my phone, took it apart, put it back together, took it apart, put it back together until I could do it from 6 hours to 20 minutes. And then when I got stepped on campus as a freshman at Monmouth University, I was the iPhone repair guy. I fixed, it was before the mall kiosks opened up and things like that. I fixed probably 3 to 4 phones a day. And then I realized that I could take the cracked screens that I was fixing and mail it off to a company in Alabama, and they'd buy it for $5 a screen. I was like, whoa. Hit up every single iPhone repair shop in the area.